Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
There they go, hunting in packs. And it's Kudus. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it's going to be hard to overlook the creative input of this guy, Mohamed Kudus. I'm not sure what his exact role will be, but for me, he's at his best as a central playmaker. Just dropping that little bit deeper, getting on the ball and linking everything up.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Yeah, for me, this is choreographed muscle, and it's not gentle.
Rafinha goes looking wide. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Conte. He's on it, can he get away? Closing in on goal. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Lewis does really well to win the ball there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It'll be a throw-in. Scott.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Enrique, and the pass is intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cuesta. Rafinha. Internacional looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Cross in, looks like a good one.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Approaching the half-hour mark. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Talisca. It's Vinicius Junior. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's in a great position. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And it's Scott. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get on the end of this? And that is as far as they're going to go. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Luis Enrique. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a promising position. Good read, needed to be. And that's been drilled in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Scott. Talisca. Oh, just skips past his man. Luis Enrique gets into some space.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substituição em andamento.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Kudus. Rafinha.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Scott. Played out to the right. Talisca. Now it's Vinicius Junior. This looks promising. Rodrigo Bacau wins the duel this time. Kudus. That is ended up in no man's land. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Martin cuts it out. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Talisca. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Conte. Just eases him off the ball. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. Internacional appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lacroix gets a foot in here. It's a pretty loose pass. Rafinha. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Defending of the desperate variety. That is lovely. Rafinha! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rafinha is offering a right smile there.
It's a quick ball upfield. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kudus gets into a good position. Kante chasing after it. And it's Lewis. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rafinha. Lovely, now then. Shot and goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
And we have our very first corner.
Camisa 10, camisa 8, camisa 7, camisa 17. Deixando o campo.
And now a sudden chance. Shoots!
Camisa 20.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Teremos uma substituição.
Timber attempts a clearance.
Internacional clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's gone for goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Brobbey gets flagged offside. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Bacau. Javiguera. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a delicate pass. Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to play it through.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Foram indicados 2
Iñaki
minutos de
Peña
acréscimo.
needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the